Welcome back, guys. So this is the part 7 of the Electro swing tutorials. So in this one I'm going to be covering the reverse SpongeBob, or sometimes might be known as Mr. X. So you might have heard Just a Motion, he used the Mr. X name for it, but it's also called reverse SpongeBob sometimes. So that's quite similar to the SpongeBob move that I covered in the last one, in the last tutorial, but the movement is pretty much the opposite. So this is how it looks. Okay, so here's how we do it. So very similar to the SpongeBob move, except now we start our other foot, the one which is going to be which we're not leaning on. That one is behind us, sort of, and it will be springing to the side. And then the one we're standing on, that will actually be sliding away from the center. So if you remember in the SpongeBob, it was sliding towards the center, whilst in this case we're actually sliding away from the center. Okay. And as we're sliding it away, the other one is actually being thrown to the side, and that kind of creates this balance, like, so your weight is still kind of balanced, so you're not actually flying off to the side. Now, once you've done this, then you swap legs, just like in the SpongeBob move. So the one which is in the air, that will actually go down, and make sure it actually goes down somewhere roughly where the center of your body mass is, so along that center line. So then, when you put it down, you have actually some room where to slide it. So once you've placed it, and that one, so like this, and then you have somewhere to actually slide it without you falling over. And so you're not actually, when you moving one of your legs to the side, you're not actually following with your body weight in that same direction, that you're actually following your body weight in the exact opposite direction. So that's something worth keeping in mind. So if you imagine the center line, your sliding foot, the one you're actually leaning on, that actually slides away in the other direction like this. Okay? So just to make the swapping of the legs a bit smoother, what you can do is that as soon as you're bringing your airborne leg down, you bring the other one sort of behind you, and then you can swing it to the side. So like this. Carry on like that. Okay? Now, one of the things to keep in mind, you can also keep your arms to the side. Now, what this would allow you to do, not only it actually looks kind of better, it actually looks in that kind of star shape, but it actually will allow you to keep the balance as well, because when you're doing this move, it's quite easy to lose the balance. So having your arms to the side like this, it actually would provide some balance. And you can actually do various moves. You can spin your arms around like this. It actually looks quite nice. You can, move them in all sorts of directions, do all kind of cool things. Right, and another thing also to keep in mind is that you don't have to swing your legs too far to the side. You can actually just swing them just slightly, and it actually looks better, and it actually allows you to keep your balance better. So it's not about having this huge amplitude of where your legs are swinging, although it does look good, but you can sort of do a smaller amplitude, and you can do it at a faster speed, and it looks more stable. And when it looks more stable, it actually looks better as well. It actually looks like you actually got this move nailed down. So these are the things worth keeping in mind. Another thing to add is that you can actually move around whilst you're doing this move, but of course it's a lot harder. But it is possible, and it could look quite nice as well if you notice. It makes it look as though you're sliding or hovering on the floor. That's it, so good luck practicing, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.